Hey everybody, I'm Corbin Hostler, this is Mighty Modern, and this is Modern Cheerios. Now, before we get any further and actually talk about the deck, I will explain the name Cheerios because it's dumb, it's steeped in Magic history, whatever. So, back in the day, Legacy combo decks used to be named after breakfast cereal. Why? Nobody knows, just because that's what the players at the time named them, and coverage was silly enough to let players name their own deck lists, and you got all kinds of terrible names. Uh, Cheerios, Cephalid Breakfast. I honestly can't even name them all. There's a bunch of terrible names, etc. Now that doesn't happen. Decks are named after what's in them. But the name is stuck, just like Ponza stuck for last week's Red Green Land Destruction deck. Cheerios sticks for any deck that has a bunch of zero cost cards in it that draw other cards and cycle through your deck. So in Legacy, the original incarnation of it was with kobolds. It's a bunch of random zero cost creatures. You need to play Glimpse of Nature, play kobold, draw a card, repeat till you've drawn your deck and killed them. Um, so that's the idea of this modern deck, right? We're going to draw our deck and kill them, and that's why it retains the Cheerios name. What it actually is a Pure Steel Paladin SRAM deck. So SRAM Senior Artificer is the new card to this, and it really makes it work because before this deck just had four Pure Steel Paladins, and if you didn't find a Pure Steel Paladin, you just lost the game, right? Your deck didn't do anything. Now you have 8 copies of your combo card. So whenever you cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle spell, you draw a card, or in this case, whenever an equipment enters play, you draw a card. And you can also equip for free if you have 3 or more artifacts with a Pure Steel, which occasionally comes up, not always, though. So what we're going to do is we're going to aim to, with the help of a couple of Seer Visions in the deck, we're going to get one of these and play on turn 2 or turn 3, what have you. And then we're going to play all of these zero-cost artifacts. Sigil of Distinction, a Quarter's Shield, Cathar's Shield, Kite Shield, it's a lot of shields, Paradise Mantles, Spider Silk Nets. So every time we play one of those zero cost cards, we're going to draw another card from our deck. We're eventually going to draw Mox Opals, and we're going to tap the Mox Opal to cast Retract, which will return all those zero cost artifacts right back to our hand to replay for 0, continue drawing cards. We're going to draw through our entire deck. We're going to use mana off of the Mox Opals to cast Grape Shot and kill them. Really straightforward and pretty fun when it works. Doesn't always work, as you might expect. Looking over here to the sideboard, Path to Exile when you need it against infect, that sort of stuff. Silence, if somebody is going to have counter spells for you when you try to go off, you can get to turn 4 or something, cast a silence in your upkeep, then play your SRAM, and then go off immediately, and you completely dodge removal that way. Favor the Mighty also helps you dodge removal because each creature with the highest converted mana cost has protection from all colors. So you can play this on turn 2. They can't, especially if you're on the play, if they tap out for a 3-drop, it doesn't matter if their thing has protection because they're tapped out and you'll win. But otherwise, even if they hold up removal, they can't have more than a 2-drop, same as you, so it'll have protection from their removal spells. Echoing Truth, because obviously people have Leyline of Sanctity, you have to be able to beat it. Chalice of the Void for 0, that sort of thing, very important card. Paradoxical Outcome, this is an interesting one that I'm not entirely sure the reasoning of, but Zach Elsick is who I got this list from. And for those who don't know, Zach is, I don't want to say the creator of Lantern Control, but really the person who brought it to the forefront. He's the first one to debut a GP with it. I remember I wrote the first deck tech of that deck, and it was Charlotte, I think 2014 or something, maybe 2015. Of the Lantern Control deck he debuted with and did well, and he ended up winning GP Oklahoma City with it. And now Lantern Control is a realistic deck in the metagame. It's not the best or anything, but it's a real deck, and Zach's a great player. And he went 5-0 with a Cheerios list at an IQ. And he sent me his updated list along with some notes about the deck you can read in the article that accompanies this on TCGplayer. But that is where we got our list. And he has Paradoxical Outcome in here for the decks with a lot of removal, allowing you to play out some of your stuff and then pick it up when you need to. It helps you dodge some of the removal, things like that. So that's the deck. Really straightforward, but pretty fun. So let's go ahead and give it a go here.